Hi everyone, I am Ramesh Sharma and you are watching After 12th, a YouTube channel of Mother's Education Hub. Dear students, dear CLAT aspirants, as you know that we are going to cover 900 high frequency words for the CLAT examination. This is the second set of this series. In the first set, we covered 30 core legal and political terms, and in this set, this is the second set of this series, and in this set we are going to cover 30 economics and governance terms. What we are going to cover? 30 economics and governance terms. So let's delve deep into the video with the first word of this set, that is allocate. Can you guess the meaning of allocate? Students, allocate means to distribute resources or duties. To distribute resources or duties. Similar words are assign, distribute, allot, and designate. Let's use this word allocate in a sentence. The government allocated little fund for education. The government allocated little fund, almost no fund, little fund for education. Little fund for education. And the noun form of allocate is allocation. Noun form of allocate is allocation. Allocation means distribution. Assignment, allotment. Let's move on to the next word, and our next word is appraise. What is our next word? Appraise. Students, appraise means to assess the value or quality of something. Appraise means to assess the value or quality of something, and the synonyms of appraise are evaluate, assess, review, and judge. Let's use appraise in a sentence. The committee appraised the progress of the project. The committee appraised the progress of the project. The noun form of appraise is appraisal. Appraisal means assessment. Like the assessment of the project. So that was the word appraise. Appraise means to assess or value. Our next word is arbitrage. What is our next word? Our next word is arbitrage. Arbitrage means buying and selling in different markets to gain profit from price difference. And the similar words are speculation, trading, hedging. These are the similar words. All these words have almost similar meaning as the meaning of arbitrage. Let's use this arbitrage in a sentence. He made a lot of money through gold arbitrage. Currency arbitrage can be risky because currency is highly volatile. So he made a lot of money through gold arbitrage. He bought gold in a different market and sold it in different one. So he made lot of money through gold arbitrage. So that was the word arbitrage. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is austerity. Students, austerity means strict economic policies to reduce spending. When we follow austerity, we curb our spending. Similar words are frugality, frugality, economy, restraint, thrift. These are the similar words. All these words carry the same meaning as the meaning of austerity. Let's use austerity in a sentence like the government issued some austerity measures. The government issued or announced, the government announced some austerity measures. I think announce is a better word here. The government announced some austerity measures. The government announced some austerity measures. Let's move on to the next word. Students, our next word is bailout. What is our next word? Our next word is bailout. Can you guess the meaning of bailout? Bailout means financial help to save a failing company or economy. You might have read such type of sentences in newspaper that the bank received a government bailout. So bailout is given to a company that is failing or economy that is possibly going into recession. Similar words are aid, rescue, support, help. We can use bailout in a sentence like the bank received a government bailout. The bank received a government bailout. It means the government received support from the government, financial support from the government. You know, in the recession of 2008, when Lehman Brothers collapsed, the US government, many banks received bailouts from the US government. Our next word is barter. Dear students, barter means exchange of goods without money. Barter means exchange of goods without money. Similar words are swap, exchange, trade, and deal. Let's use this barter in a sentence. Villagers still barter goods for services. The tribe bartered salt for goods. So villagers still barter goods for services. So that was the word barter. Students, we are going to cover some economic term, and our next word is benchmark. Benchmark means a standard for comparison. I think many of you are already familiar with this word. Benchmark. The similar words are reference, measure, standard, and criterion. These are the similar words, and all these words carry the same meaning as the meaning of benchmark. So we can use benchmark in a sentence like this. CLAT is the benchmark for admission in NLUs. CLAT is the benchmark. CLAT is the benchmark for admission in NLUs. So that was the word benchmark. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is black market. You might have heard a lot about black market. Black market means illegal buying or selling of goods. illegal buying or selling of goods. Similar words can be illegal market, illegal trade, illegal trade, illegal trade, underground market, underground market. We can say smuggling, smuggling. Let's use this black market in a sentence. The police cracked down on the black market for medicine. Fuel is being sold on the black market. The police cracked down on the black market, on the black market for medicines. So that was the word black market. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is budgetary. This is a common economic term, budgetary. Budgetary means related to a budget, and the similar words are fiscal. The similar words are fiscal, financial, economic, and monetary. All these words carry the same meaning as the meaning of budgetary. Let's use budgetary, this word, in a sentence. Budgetary reforms are much awaited. Budgetary reforms are much awaited. So that was the word budgetary, a core economic term. Our next word is capitalism. Capitalism means economic system where private individuals own businesses. An economic system where private individuals own businesses. And the similar words are private market, free enterprise, private market, private enterprise, liberalization. All these words carry the same meaning. Let's use this capitalism in a sentence. Capitalism encourages competition. Capitalism is usually associated with inequality of wealth. Capitalism encourages competition. Capitalism is usually associated with inequality of income, inequality of wealth. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is collateral. Dear students, collateral means something placed as security for a loan. And the similar words are security, guarantee, bond, pledge, mortgage. Let's use this word collateral in a sentence. He used his house as collateral for the loan. He used his house as collateral for the loan. So that was the word collateral. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is commodity. core economic term, commodity. Commodity means a raw material, material or primary agricultural product, a raw material or primary agricultural product. The similar words are goods, merchandise, product and produce. You know, gold is a valuable commodity. Crude is an essential commodity. So we can use commodity in a sentence like gold is a valuable commodity. So that was the word commodity. Next word is consensus. Consensus, we already covered this word in first set of words also. Here we are taking consensus as a political term, and this word is commonly used everywhere. Consensus. Consensus means general agreement. General agreement. The similar words are consent. The similar words are consent, agreement, unity, harmony. There is a growing consensus among the nations on climate change, on the adverse effects of climate change. So there is a growing consensus. There is a growing consensus among nations over the issue of climate change. So that was the word consensus. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is consumerism. Consumerism. Dear students, consumerism means the culture of buying and consuming goods. So similar words are, the synonyms of consumers may be buying culture, spending habit, we can say it is materialism, consumption, let's use this consumerism in a sentence. Consumerism drives economic growth, but excessive consumerism may be harmful. Consumerism may be harmful. Consumerism drives economic growth. Excessive consumerism may be harmful. So that was the word consumerism, a core economic term. Let's move on to the next word, that is corruption. A commonly used word, corruption. Corruption means dishonest behavior by those in power. The similar words are dishonesty, bribery, fraud, misconduct. Corruption caused the economy. The minister was arrested over corruption charges. The minister was arrested over corruption charges. Okay, so that was the word corruption, a commonly used word. We all are familiar with the word corruption in India. Our next word is deflation. What is our next word? Deflation. Deflation means a decrease in the general price level. A decrease in the general price level. So we can say price drop, slump, downturn, downturn. Downturn, downturn. Let's use the word deflation in a sentence. Deflation is as bad as inflation in an economy. Deflation is as bad as inflation in an economy. Deflation is as bad as inflation. Deflation is usually associated with unemployment. Deflation is usually associated with unemployment. Employment means deflation and unemployment come together. So that was the word deflation. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is deregulation. What is our next word? Deregulation. Students, deregulation means removing government rules from business. Removing government rules from business. Similar words are relaxation. Relaxation. Relaxation, liberalization. Liberalization. Free market we can say, or private market. So deregulation means absence of excessive law, excessive ruling. Absence of excessive ruling. Let's use this deregulation in a sentence. You know, deregulation in India began in 1991. Deregulation in India began in 1991 when P.V. Narasimha Rao was Indian Prime Minister. At that time in 1991, deregulation began in India. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is disbursement. Students, disbursement means payment of money usually from a fund. Payment of money usually from a fund. Similar words are payment, spending, outflow, expenditure. Let's use disbursement in a sentence. The disbursement of salaries was delayed last month. The disbursement of salaries was delayed last month. So that was the word disbursement. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is disparity. Disparity means a great difference. Disparity means a great difference. And similar words are inequality, gap, divergence, irregularity, or dissimilarity. Dissimilarity. There is a growing disparity between urban and rural incomes. There is a growing disparity between between urban and rural incomes. So that was the word disparity. Disparity means inequality. Inequality. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is dividend. Our next word is dividend. Dividend means a share of profit paid to shareholders by a company. So similar words are profit share, bonus. Let's use dividend in a sentence. The company pays high dividend. The company pays high dividend means high profit share. The company pays high dividend. The company pays high dividend. There are many companies in the stock market which are known for paying high dividend. Our next word is downturn. Downturn means a decline in economic activities. A decline in economic activities. Similar words are recession, slump, deflation. The economy is facing a seasonal downturn. The economy is facing a seasonal downturn. So downturn is recession, slump, deflation, price drop. Our next word is earmark. Earmark. Dear students, earmark means to reserve something for a specific purpose. To reserve something for a specific purpose. Similar words are reserved, appropriate, allot, designate. Like set aside. We can use earmark in a sentence like the land was earmarked for plantation. The land was set aside for plantation. The land was reserved for plantation. So that was the word earmark. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is entrepreneur. Dear students, entrepreneur means a person who starts a business. So simply entrepreneur means businessman. A businessman. An industrialist. An innovator, a founder. There are many young entrepreneurs in India. We can use this entrepreneur in a sentence like this. There are many young entrepreneurs in India. Can you name a few? There are many young entrepreneurs in India. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is expenditure. Expenditure means money is spent. So expenditure means spending, outlay, disbursement, distribution. The government has increased defense expenditure after the government increased defense expenditure after Operation Sindoor. We are talking of Indian government. The government increased defense expenditure after Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor. So that was the word expenditure. Let's come on to the next word. Our next word is fiscal. Our next word is fiscal, a core economic term. Fiscal means related to government finance. Related to government finance. So fiscal means finance, financial, economic, budgetary, monetary. Let's use this fiscal in a sentence. The fiscal deficit of many countries after COVID widened. The fiscal deficit of many countries after COVID widened. Fiscal deficit in India is under control. Fiscal deficit in India is under control. Means India's fiscal deficit is under control. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is globalization. Globalization means integration of economies worldwide. Integration of economies worldwide. Similar words are internationalization. Internationalization of markets. Interconnectedness. Liberalization. Okay. Globalization connects markets worldwide. Globalization connects markets worldwide. So that was the word globalization. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is import duty. What is our next word? Import duty. Import duty means tax on goods brought into a country. Tax on goods brought into a country. So similar words are tax, tariff. Very famous word nowadays, tariff. We see Donald Trump chanting tariff, and he imposed 25% tariff on Indian goods. So tax, tariff, levy, customs. These are the similar words. Let's use import duty in a sentence. Trump, the US increased import duty on Indian goods. So that was the word import duty, a common economic term. Let's move on to the next word, that is inflation. Inflation means general rise in prices. So we can say price rise, price increase. Inflation in India is under control. Inflation, unlike the US and European countries whose are coping with inflation, in India inflation is under control. Inflation in India seems to be under control. Under control. Inflation affects public savings. Inflation affects savings. Inflation affects savings. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is infrastructure. Infrastructure means basic physical systems like roads, power, etc. So infrastructure means foundation. Framework of a country. Facilities. Base. A good infrastructure is essential for economic growth. Good infrastructure is essential for economic growth. Good infrastructure is essential for economic growth. So that was the word infrastructure, a common economic term. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is monopoly. This is the last word of this set. Students, monopoly means exclusive control over a market. And similar words are control, dominance, cartel. Let's use monopoly in a sentence. The company has a monopoly on economic goods. Monopoly on like electronic goods, not economic goods, electronic goods. The company has monopoly on electronic goods. So that was the word monopoly. So students, we have covered another 30 words in second set of our 900 high frequency words for CLAT examination. For more such videos, subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon to get timely notification. Thank you very much.